What is the sound of adrenaline? For 100 years, we thought it was an explosion. Pistons firing, exhaust screaming. But Honda says we were wrong. They say the sound of adrenaline is the wind. This is the Honda WN7. It is Honda's first proper electric street fighter. It has the torque of a liter bike, the agility of a 600, and it completely lacks a frame. Let's get the numbers out of the way, because they are confusing and they are terrifying. On paper, this motor puts out 50 kilowatts. That's roughly 67 horsepower, about the same as a 600 cubic centimeters gas bike. But horsepower sells cars. Torque moves mountains. The WN7 puts down 100 newton meters of torque. That is territory usually reserved for the CBR 1000RR Fireblade. And because it's electric, you don't wait for 10,000 revolutions per minute. You get all of it right from 1 revolution per minute. It uses a triple-gear transmission to balance the weight, sending power to a carbon core belt drive. No chain, no noise, just instant, elastic violence. But the engine isn't the craziest part. Look at this. Usually, you have a steel or aluminum frame hugging the engine. But the WN7 doesn't have one. This massive 9.3 kilowatt-hour battery is the frame. The front forks bolt directly to the front of the battery. The rear swing arm bolts to the back. The engineers faced a nightmare here. A battery is a solid brick. It doesn't bend. But a motorcycle needs to flex in corners to give you feel. So, they engineered the mount points to act like springs. They machined the aluminum holders with specific curves to introduce load transfer loss. It's basically structural voodoo that lets a solid brick handle like a scalpel. The design lead, Tomoya Ohashi, calls the philosophy, be the wind. When you take away the engine noise, you don't just get silence. You get clarity. You hear your tires. You hear the environment. They call the styling sophisticated functionality. Notice there are no fake cooling fins? No fake gas tank humps? They embrace the electric nature. And this color scheme black and gold is the new signature for Honda EVs. It's menacing, but premium. Honda claims 140 kilometers, or roughly 87 miles. Plus, it has CCS2 fast charging. 20 to 80% in 30 minutes. Grab a coffee and you're back on the road. The EV motorcycle also gets a deceleration power selector. It mimics engine braking. Level 0? You coast like a bicycle. Level 3? It's like dropping an anchor. You can ride entire mountain roads without ever touching the actual brake lever. And for the city riders, it has a walking mode. It creeps forward and backward using the throttle. No more awkward waddling in parking lots. The Honda WN7 isn't trying to be a gas bike. It's trying to be something better. It's heavy at 217 kilograms. And the range will scare off the tourers. But for the rider who wants torque that tears your arms off, in a package that looks like this, the silence has never been this loud.